Derek Overstreet, founder of the New Millennium Group. We're a financial planning firm. We have advisors standing by right now to take your call. 888-999-6370. The reason you're going to want to call is we're going to help you retire 3 to 5 years before you thought possible. The way we do this is by putting together a step-by-step plan. So if you're one of those people listening and you'd like a plan in writing, give us a call at 888-999-6370. That's 888-999-6370, or go to utahsfinancialplanner.com.
Only one type of burger. For every pallet. Fries are extra. Large in size. We've got the shakes. Going over the brim.
Hey, this is Chris from JCW's. Put a positive, delicious spin on your day at any one of our 5 locations. In Lehigh, American Fork, Provo, South Jordan, or Harriman. JCW's, quality and a lot of it.
Breaking down the teams you're passionate about. This is Scotty G and Friends on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Hey, let's get it, folks. 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Scott Gerard, Lloyd Cole making the magic happen as well, and we'll have a bunch of friends throughout the show. By the way, co-host update. There is no update. The search continues. We're trying. We're working. I just think that you don't want to get stuck behind me, Lloyd, and Nate.
We're still
at a Subway.
By the way, we're still filling things out.
Yeah.
And truthfully, the biggest thing was getting you done with basketball.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Let's get you done with basketball, where you could take a deep breath and be like, and really get a feel for what we got.
Yeah.
For what's going.
So
don't get me wrong. We were still filling things out before, but still, I feel like now we can really get a good idea.
We're not taking the Lloyd Cole common law thing.
Well, I don't know about that, because you're pretty close to needing to be married to somebody.
I know. Hey, by the way, it is that kind of day today. All right.
My man.
Let's get a little energy going. Oh, yeah, because I was up early this morning. Did the first fishing trip with the 14-year-old. Got out on the pond this morning. And,
how was it?
Well, so one of us looked at the forecast and knew it was going to be cold and rainy, and one of us prepared.
I'm just going to assume, because I already know my kids.
Yeah.
And I'm going to assume it was you that was the prepared one.
The other one wore a thin hoodie and basketball shorts. And
why do kids do that?
I don't know.
Why do they do it? Do they really just... I don't understand. What's wrong with having an extra jacket or what? You can always take things off.
It's not a... Look, it's
But I don't want to hear, when we're fishing, I don't want to hear, oh, I'm cold, I'm miserable, I'm hungry. I'm like, hey, we pack some stuff.
Yeah.
That's what we're packing, some stuff. Be prepared.
I know.
Be a Boy Scout.
Look, I know the Scouts aren't the thing they used to be around here, but still, be prepared. It's pretty simple. So
do your checklist of everything you need. An extra sweater, maybe a jacket, a beanie. You can always take it off.
Exactly. That's it. Well, I'm going to be hot. Well, okay. Well, then you're layered. You can
absolutely
take layers off. So I had my beanie. I had my thick flannel shirt. I had the hoodie over the top. I had my big, nice, beautiful KSL coat over the top as well. Like, I was bundled up. I was feeling great.
Great fishing jacket, by the way, because there is nothing warmer than that.
Oh, I know.
KSL sports jacket.
I know.
So
I feel bad taking it fishing, but, man, it's a good fishing jacket.
You can wash it.
I know.
Good.
So anyway, I'm out there, and I'm just having a good time. And he was all like, hey, what time do you have to leave? I'm like, we have to be off the pond at 9. Because then I got to go back and start to get ready for the show. He had some commitments he had to go to as well. And he's like, we can make it to 9:30. I'm like, well, let's just see how it goes. Well, 8 o'clock rolls around, and he comes up to me. He's like, hey, we've been here for about an hour and a half. It's getting really windy. I bet it's chasing the fish off because, we weren't getting any bites. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, and I'm kind of cold. I'm like, all right, buddy. All right. But I wasn't. Look, I wasn't gonna bail early because I wasn't gonna be that guy.
Because guess what? You were prepared.
Yeah,
You're
because
fine.
I was
I'm
prepared.
fine.
Yeah, absolutely. I was.
You had these extra gloves this whole time? Oh yeah, I did. I did have these extra gloves the whole time.
Yeah, I've got these kind of leather gloves that I use. And he's like, why are you bringing your gardening gloves? And I'm like, well, they're not gardening gloves. They're just work gloves, and they keep my hands warm.
Yeah,
And he
it's
was
like those gloves that you would do, like if you were like
mowing the
dealing with
lawn or whatever.
wood, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Those nice leather gloves.
Yeah.
Oh, I use those all the time.
And he's like, no real fisherman fishes with gloves. I'm like,
I bet you wish you were.
yeah. Oh, it was funny.
And I actually like the gloves that have the mitten type that you can fold and have
that would
those.
be smart.
I have those, and those are amazing.
Oh,
yes, because you can put on the mitten, and then when it's time, you unfold them, and you have your fingers.
Look at that. So anyway, first fishing trip, we were over. We got skunked. So,
That's okay. What were you fishing with?
Power bait.
Okay, all right. Didn't go with the worms or anything like that. Okay,
no. I wasn't gonna stop by the old gas station
That's
and pick
okay.
up some worms.
You know what? It's first. I'm not sure what they're biting on, so you try it out. That's what you see.
Yeah, I think they got to stock those ponds up a little bit more. I think people come in there real fast and just fish the heck out of those things.
They do, and I am not a keeper of those fish in those ponds. So usually, I usually hand them off to somebody else because honestly, trying to catch and release with hook and bait, it's very hard to do.
Yes.
It's very hard to keep those fish without damaging them somehow. So I'm praying that there's somebody there that I can be like, because most of the people that are fishing there, hey, would you like some fish? Oh, yes. And they'll take them home and cook them up.
Cook them up, yeah.
I am not a keeper of those things.
You know, I actually don't even like fish.
I don't like trout. I don't like trout all that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Now, I enjoy a good kokanee, like some salmon or something like that.
Yeah,
from
for
Strawberry.
sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, some trout,
I mean,
really my favorite.
Look, I enjoy fishing. I just don't enjoy
catch
eating
and
the
release
fish.
is the way to go.
Amen, brother.
Yes.
Amen. We got to get Ryan back on.
My friend Ryan?
Your friend Ryan. Our friend Rryan. Rocky Mountain Outfitters.
We.
Where are you at, Ryan? Let's go.
I told you this, but I might as well tell you it on air. So Xavier, a couple, like 3 weeks ago, he says, hey, can we? You want to see if Ryan wants to hang out? I was like, Ryan? What do you mean? And I had no idea what he's talking about. And I was like, what are you talking about? Well, you just want to see if Ryan wants to hang out and go fishing. I'm like, you mean Ryan, our guy Ryan with Rocky Mountain Outfitters? He's like, yeah.
Oh,
does he want to hang? I'm like, and that just shows you how good of a time he had with our guys over at Rocky Mountain Outfitters.
You know what?
Because he's like, he's one of our friends. He is our friend, absolutely. But Xavier, that's how he's like, he's just Ryan. Does Ryan want to hang out?
You know who he's learning that from? Uncle Hans.
Yes, he is. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, Ryan, you want to hang out? I was actually going to message Ryan and be like, hey, my guy mentioned your name. He said, hey, do you want to hang? What's your calendar look like? You have a day you want to hang?
You have a day you would like to hang?
What's a good day to hang?
and we're going to be kind of in that Provo River area. If you want to, say hi, we'd love to chat with you a little bit. And I might have my waiters in the back, just throwing that out there.
Ryan is he is our friend. But when Xavier said to me, when he said, he said, hey, you want to call Ryan, see if he wants to hang out? And I was like, I didn't even know what he was talking about. I was like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Our fishing buddy. Oh,
yeah.
Ryan Newman. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Okay.
Ryan's the best, by the way. He is the best. All right, we got a busy show for you. Mike Fulta is going to join us coming up at 2:30, so we will have a chance to chat with him. The great David James will join us coming up at 2:05 as well. So let's kick it off. It is your starting lineup right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
It's time to kick off the show with the biggest headlines of the day. This is your starting lineup on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Hey, look at our friend texting us. Hey, Ryan, thanks for listening.
What's up, Ryan?
We appreciate it. Hey, by the way, Ryan, Rocky Mountain Outfitters, awesome dude. Does a great job. Gets you on those fish for sure in that Provo River. All right, so let's get to it. So there's sometimes, like last night, I'm driving home and I'm listening to our Danny Ainge conversation. And if you don't know, Danny Ainge, president of the Jazz, joins us every Wednesday at 12:30, and was awesome. as he normally is, and did a tremendous job breaking down what's going on with the Jazz, the development of players, scouting, looking ahead to the draft, all the other stuff that and he does a great job of just kind of skirting that line without getting himself into trouble with the league, but really gives you a great insight. And so as I was driving home and I was re-listening to him talking about Ace Bailey and his development and Cody Williams and his development, and I thought, you know what, tomorrow I want to spend some time on that. I want to talk about Cody Williams and Ace Bailey and their development. And the problem is it made it a little hard based on what happened last night, because it was Bryce Sensabaugh's night last night as he went off for the Jazz, and Ace Bailey and Cody Williams did not have particularly good nights shooting the ball. And so let's forget about Ace Bailey's 5 of 17. Let's forget about Cody Williams' 3 of 10. And let's just look back on the development of those two players. First, let's start, and this is going to be Danny Ainge talking about the development of Cody Williams, because let's be honest here, somebody's got to score the basketball. So are there just points being scored by Ace Bailey and Cody Williams because there's just a certain amount of possessions and somebody's going to score for the Jazz? Or are these guys developing the way that they should? And here is the response from Danny Ainge on that.
I think it's huge. I think, Cody missed like the end of the season last year when he would have had some similar opportunities. He had mono. But, Cody has had some great games, as has a lot of our young guys. And it's been fun to watch his development and just how much more comfortable he feels. I think that Will and our coaching staff has done a wonderful, wonderful job with Cody and getting him focus on the things he does good while they're bringing him along with the things he doesn't do as well. And I think Cody has been really fun to watch.
There's a lot of conversations about how players can develop during an off season and the time they spend in the gym. Can players also develop skill sets in the course of a regular season?
Absolutely. Just because opportunity, and every player is different. Like, you can't put all players in similar categories. But I feel like Cody is a very conscientious kid and player. And, he hasn't felt super comfortable, playing with all of our star players yet. But he's getting there, and he was getting there before he's had his recent run too, where he does get a little bit more of a green light. I remember when I was playing in Boston, Scotty, we used to go to shoot around when Bird wasn't going to play or McHale wasn't going to play. We'd at shoot around, we would divvy up his shots. We'd have shooting contests to just say, okay, I get 5 of McHale's shots, or I get 4 of Bird's shots tonight. And those were fun nights. We don't want that to happen in the playoffs, but sometimes, getting those opportunities and being able to spread your wings a little bit are fun for the players.
How do you think he's improved defensively over the last couple of years?
I think he's been really good defensively most of this year. And, I've heard my coaches say he's the best defensive player on our team more than a few times. So I think Cody he's still going to get a lot better too. I don't think he's anywhere near where he's going to be.
All right, so a lot of that was focused on Cody Williams, but I love that story, and that's a great thing. Look, Danny Ainge has been around the league for so long as a player and as a coach and as a GM. So this guy's been around, and he's seen it. So let's go back to his example of Larry Bird's off the court, Kevin McHale's off the court, and those guys are hoisting up a good majority of the shots for the old school, late 80s Boston Celtics. So when those guys are off the court, then you've got guys like Danny Ainge and others that are saying, okay, well, guess what? We have 17 available shots tonight, or 22 available shots. Bird's going to get up 12, McHale's going to get up 10, whatever the case is. And so guess what? There's 22 extra shot attempts. How are we divvying those up? Well, I'm going to get 6 of them, and I'm going to add to that my total. So I'm going to have double digits, and everybody's kind of getting excited. Like, all right, well, you know what? We get to feed some hungry mouths tonight. Some guys get to eat because of some injuries. And if you're Cody Williams and Ace Bailey, and last night Bryce Sensabaugh, who went off with 28 points, you're looking at these opportunities and you're saying to yourself, okay, now we're cooking. And we may not be winning games. We may be looking to draft somebody to come in and replace me. But overall, this is my time to shine. And how do guys respond to that? because there's going to be guys that will be able to score and score at a high level. Like Ace Bailey's a scorer. Like, he just is. But how do you score? Do you score within the offense? Do you score within the structure of what Will Hardy's trying to build for you? And I think that's what's really been important to watch with, in particular, Cody Williams over the last stretch and now Ace Bailey. Look, there's been stretches over the last few games where Cody Williams has looked like the best player on the court. There's been moments where Ace Bailey, regardless of opponents, has looked like the best player on the court. And that's really what you want to see if you're Austin Ainge and you're Will Hardy and you're Justin Zanuck. You want these individuals to look like, okay, you know what? Not only am I getting shots because there's opportunities there, I'm making the best out of it, but I'm also playing within the construct of the team. I'm playing the way that Will Hardy wants me to play. I'm not going out and playing hero ball and just hoisting up shots because I can. I'm doing exactly what's being told of me. And I'll add to, and I wanted to ask Danny about the defense because I think Cody Williams, frankly, and he hit it as well, there's been moments where Cody Williams has been the best defensive player on the Jazz team. And he's got such length. He's got such athleticism. He's got the ability to move side to side. He can guard on the perimeter. There's so many things that he can do within his game that makes him valuable as a defender. And I think that's what's really promising about Cody Williams is if he's able to continue to add bulk. Because remember, he's still super, super young. That body's still going to develop. If he can add another 15, 20 pounds to that frame and still keep that quickness and that athleticism, my goodness, his ability to defend could be really, really critical for the Utah Jazz in the years to come. Now, is he going to be an all-star? Probably not. But can he be a great role player for the Jazz? Yes, absolutely. Ace Bailey, you move to Ace. Again, his ability to get to the rim, finish at the rim, and his ability to get to the free throw line. Those are the things that I think have been really fascinating to watch with Ace Bailey because, as again, we talk about the fact that there's opportunities out there to be had. But what do you do with those opportunities? Everybody expects you to score. It's no surprise when Ace Bailey goes out there and scores 25 points. It's really not that surprising. Frankly, it's more surprising when he has a night like last night where he struggles scoring. But more often than not, Ace Bailey's going to get his points. But how does he get those points? And because that's when you're trying to take what you're seeing right now and project it into next season, because we're all in next season mode. That's all we care about. If you're a Jazz fan right now, you care about two things. Well, three things, really. Two of them are connected. You care about the NBA draft lottery and you care about the NBA draft. And then you are concerned about the 26-27 season when you fully expect this Jazz team to be a playoff team. So that's what you care about. So you're watching this Jazz team last night play. And by the way, great crowd at Delta Center. I mean, you can't tell me that this is a team that has one of the worst records in the NBA with that crowd support and that energy inside the arena last night. It was awesome. And you as a Jazz fan should be applauded because you understand the long game that's being played here. You understand what's going on, and you accept it. And are you going to cheer the heck out of these young dudes? Yeah, absolutely. Are you also going to be saying, okay, Ace is doing this, Cody is doing that. How does that project into next season's team? Because Cody Williams, the other night, what do you have, 22 shot attempts? There's not going to be, if this Jazz team is healthy and they're firing on all cylinders, there will not be a night that Cody Williams has 22 attempts next year. It just ain't going to happen, nor should it happen. If there's a game next year where Cody Williams has 22 attempts, that means things are not going particularly well for the Jazz. But what is he doing with those 22 attempts now? How can he build on the confidence? How can he build that skill set? Because the other line that Lloyd played that I really wanted to get the point across is that we talk about all the development the players make in the offseason. You know, the infamous offseason of Gordon Hayward, who left in April and came back in September and looked like a completely different human being, and the amount of work that he went in to change his game going into a contract year. I mean, look, it gets referenced in that building all the time. There are certain players that have had those transformative off seasons. But what about during the season? Can you develop skill sets in the course of a season when you're playing 82 games and you don't have a lot of practice time and you're traveling and you have the travel days and you're using every last minute you can to really connect with your family because you're about to go on a 7-8 game road trip or, a 10-day road trip. So it's really difficult to find times to develop your skill set. And Danny Ainge mentioned, and I think he's spot on this, you can based on the opportunities given to you. And this is going to be when Justin Zanuck gets to the podium at Jazz Media Day, as you know, back in September, and he says this is a year focused on development. Okay, there's two ways to look at that. Number one, you take it at face value and say, yes, that's about development. And last night and over this last stretch, that's what we're seeing. Two youngsters develop and become better players and develop those skill sets based on the opportunities given to them. So at one point you go, yeah, that's development. And then also that's a key word for we're not going to win a lot of games. But if you can take the development in a season where you don't win a lot of games, you add a draft pick to that, and then you come back with Jaren Jackson healthy, with Walker Kessler healthy if he's able to work out his contract stuff in the offseason, with Larry Markkinen healthy, Keontae George healthy, and then you add the experience and the development of skills because of the opportunities given to Ace Bailey and Cody Williams at the end of this season, and let's throw Bryce Sensabaugh in there as well, then my goodness, that just makes you a better team going into next year. I remember talking to a football coach once who his whole offensive line just got decimated with injuries, just ravaged. And so he's playing a bunch of youngsters. And I said, like, how do you sleep at night dealing with all these injuries to your offensive line? He said, well, how I sleep at night is that I know that coming up in a year and 2 years from now, I'm going to sleep very well at night knowing that I've got experienced offensive linemen, because what I'm going through now is setting the stage for year 2, year 3, year 4 with these guys, knowing that they've got that experience. They've been thrown to the fire. They know how to handle themselves. So the pain of today is going to come to fruition with the skills that you're able to have next year, the year after, and the year after. So is it painful for the Jazz to lose games? Yeah. I mean, you want them to win, sure, but you also understand that it's good for the Jazz to lose and be on this losing streak going into the end of the season. But has this season been fun in terms of wins and losses? No. But are there benefits that you're going to take based on two key players going into next year? Absolutely. You could say the same thing about Keontae George. Last year, Keontae developed, and then he went into the offseason realizing I've got to work on this, and this. Had one of the best offseasons we've seen outside of maybe that Gordon Hayward year, and he comes back a brand new player and looks like he might be an all-star player before it's all said and done. That's the kind of player he's turned himself into. If these guys take those same kind of opportunities, develop the skill set, then attack a plan in the offseason, and then the cavalry comes back next year, bam. We're not talking about just the Mammoth in the playoffs this time next year. We're talking about the Jazz and the Mammoth in the playoffs.
Sports radio is, and it's fun right now, but it is about to get really fun. And I'm talking college football season. You're talking, the excitement surrounding what's going to happen, with Morgan Scalley and the Utes. And there's a lot of talent he's bringing back. And you have BYU doing what they did. We're just on the cusp of of the playoff. Utah not far off from, possibly getting to the championship game as well. I mean, you had BYU just in the championship game for the Big 12. All that, then you add in Jazz, what they got building, what they got brewing, and I think they're a lot more than a playoff or a play-in team. That's a playoff team, a legit playoff team right there. And then you have the Mammoth taking another step. Is this the year they're going to make a run in the playoffs? No, but it's about getting to the playoffs. It's like right there, and this is an exciting time to do sports radio in this market. It really is, and to be a fan of in this market, whether it's the Mammoth or the Jazz or whatever, it's a great time to be sports. And you have RSL, all these things that are doing a lot of fun things right now.
Honestly, this is like seeing Nirvana in a dive bar in Seattle in 1988. All right? And you're like, holy crap, these guys are going to be good. They're going to be really, really good. And then a few years later, Smells Like Teen Spirit comes out, and it's okay, I knew this. I knew this was what was going to happen, because I saw these guys at the ground level. You watch them, you see them develop, you see them get better, and you're like, okay, this is going to be big. And I got in at the ground level. And you can always tell yourself, hey, if you're a Jazz fan and you've been going to these home games, you're like, you know what? I watched these guys as youngsters get thrown to the wolves. They were playing Jokic. They were playing Murray. And you know what? They scared the heck out of that team in the end of the third going into the fourth quarter. There was a lot of nervous Nuggets fans. I've got friends that are in the media in Denver, and they were texting me like, will you guys just die already? You're screwing around. And by the way, Denver gave up a lot of good shots last night. And look, if I'm a Nuggets fan and I saw the Jazz, who are doing everything they can to lose games, play like that and score like they did against that defense, then I'm a little nervous about the Nugs. All right, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Andy Bailey will join us coming up at 1:05. We'll get some thoughts from him on the landscape of the NBA, where he's at on the Utah Jazz. It's all straight ahead, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Mom, can you tell me a story?
Sure. Once upon a time, a mom needed a new car.
Was she brave?
She was tired, mostly. But she went to Carvana.com and found a great car at a great price. No secret treasure map required.
Did she have to fight a dragon?
Nope, she bought it 100% online. From her bed, actually.
Was it scary?
Honey, it was as unscary as car buying could be.
Did the car have a sunroof?
It did, actually.
Okay, good story.
Car buying you'll want to tell stories about. Buy your car today on
Carvana.
Delivery fees may apply.
Believe it or not, this guy actually has friends.
Nice.
This is Scotty G and Friends on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Oh, man, I hate talking about this story here because in radio, look, a lot of the stuff that goes on is real, and then some of it can be not so real. Last night, on April Fool's Night, in a game with the Washington Wizards, people need to understand that sometimes those on-court things, like, all right, if a woman says no to a guy that proposes, chances are that was scripted. I'm sorry. I'm just going to let you behind the curtain right now. If there's a proposal that goes on and it looks bad and she runs away and runs into the concourse, guess what? That was just to make everybody feel a little awkward. Okay,
You're going to take the Ben Anderson approach on this.
Yeah, it didn't happen. So last night, Washington Wizards had a April Fool's skit where they had a fan had to hit a half-court shot. He was blindfolded, hoisted up the shot, and everybody was told to cheer like he made it. And the guy takes off the blindfold, runs around thinking he'd won $10,000. And then they're like, no, sorry, April Fools, you didn't win anything, and you didn't make the shot. And everybody boos like, oh, well, of course, the no fun police on Twitter gets a hold of it and they lose their collective minds. How dare you do this? How dare you mess with somebody's emotions like this? Folks.
Because they're the only morons that don't really understand how this works.
It was scripted. So much so that the Wizards had to release a statement. Okay, this is, all right, Washington, you never release a statement. Don't give in. You only make it worse. If I'm the PR guy for the Wizards, I'm like, no, these are morons. Don't let them get to you. Nobody's going to, the only reason people are going to stop going to Wizards games is because you stink, because you're bad basketball. They're not going to not show up because you didn't give a fan $10,000, which, of course, it was scripted. And in the statement, the Wizards say, we apologize for last night's April Fool's joke that left many wondering if we had misled a fan. The skit involving our mascot and other members of our performance team was scripted and intended to celebrate the day. All participants were in on the joke, but we missed the mark.
Even the fans are in on the joke at the game, by the way.
Yes.
If they're cheering and they know it didn't go in, they're in on the joke. They're part of the joke. I don't understand why anybody would need to explain it. Sorry. You're right. Don't apologize. You don't need to.
A number of mascots ran up to the fan to celebrate, presented him an oversized $10,000 check, and then they replayed his shot and showed how badly he missed, and then ripped the check away from him and said, sorry, April Fool's Day.
The only thing they should have done is maybe ripped the check in front of them. Like literally ripped it.
Yep. Just,
Just
light it on fire.
I mean, we know you can't cash that big check anyways. Just light it on fire. Just do something. Shred it.
Happy Gilmore did.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've got one sitting in my office, too, still.
I know you do. Yeah. Hey, go take that.
$1,147, I think.
Go take that to your local America First
Let's see if I
Credit
can cash
Union.
this. Hey, can I cash this?
Hey, Dave Nellis, can you help me out on this one?
Help me out, Dave.
Yeah, have a big Sharpie so I can sign the back of it.
I'll sign this right now.
Yeah. People got to calm down a little bit, man. You realize a lot of this stuff is scripted. Calm down. When the pie goes in the dude's face, guess what? Chances are He's not a fan of the opposing team. He was just a dude that was put in a jersey, and it's just made to get everybody fired up and excited and said, let's go.
We went to the Mammoth Ducks game, and there was a fan in Ducks gear, and it's like the first period, and this fan is acting like they're asleep, like they're like this, and they came and dumped popcorn on them, and I'm like, okay, that's like, and the boys are like, oh wow, I can't believe they're doing that. I'm just like, yeah, I know, wild, huh? It's crazy, jeez. It's like the guy's sleeping, really? No, he's not.
No,
he's part of it. It's
he's
okay.
Not. It's all good. It's all good. Now when the bear would come around and see a bald guy and spray his head with silly string, I can say, based on experience, that was not scripted because I did not sign off. I mean, this bald individual did not sign off on this. And so that one I know is real because I talked to that guy, and that guy was not happy about that.
I'm sure that person was not happy about that.
No, it was fine. It was all good. The little towel with the polish on the head.
How would you have been if he took a like a black marker to the top of your dome?
Yeah, we would have had problems. That would have been a problem. Now, look, if somebody comes behind the scenes and says, "Hey, we're going to do this. Don't worry, we'll compensate you for it. We'll kick you tickets to another game, but we need you to play along."
It'll eventually come off.
Our resident bald guy is sick. He can't be here, so we need a bald guy to help us out. Can you play along and act mad and stuff? I'm like, yeah, I'm your guy. Is it washable? Because I got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't have this on the top of my dome.
Yeah, I can't have "Go Jazz" written on the top of my head as I go to work. It's like that's not going to fly. The social media backlash was that said that it was inappropriate for the Wizards to mislead a fan who presumably paid to watch this team, particularly during the NBA worst season that'll keep Washington out of the playoffs for 5 straight years. You know what? I wonder how many of these people actually are NBA fans. Like, I don't think there's anybody that was upset about that or was angry and was part of the Twitter mob. I guarantee they're not even NBA fans. They've never been to an NBA game.
No, they're just looking to be mad.
They're just looking to be mad.
Yes. How could you do this to somebody?
I'm not upset at the Wizards promotions team. I'm not upset even at the angry fans on Twitter because that's who they are. They just live to be angry. There's just a certain amount of people that all they do is hop on social media and like, all right, what can I be ticked off about today? All right, that's just going to happen. You know, when you have access and touch points with all those people, you know there's going to be backlash. The person I'm upset with is the guy for the Wizards who felt like they needed to apologize. You do not need to apologize for this. Don't do it.
Apparently, and by the way, I know this has become April Fool's is now the day. It didn't used to quite be this bad, but it is. Everything is an April Fool's. Whether I don't know if you saw the thing about not being able to copy and paste videos going through X. Yes, like everything is some sort of everything's fake. Like it's just a day. By the way, if I was anybody, I would stay off social. I wouldn't. You shouldn't even get on there because most of it, like all of it's bogus. I'm just not falling for it. I'm not doing it anymore. April 1st, I will be closing all my socials. I'm just not going to get on there.
Nope.
Because I don't even want a chance. I'm not going to read it. So because I'm just assuming it's bogus.
I have a really good friend of mine, and he's part of the sports media. At least he was. He's retired now. And he was hitting retweet on every wrong story, every fake story. And it's like, I'm like, hey, did you really think all this breaking news happened today? Did you really think that all of this stuff went down today? On one day, all of these crazy stories are going, no, stop it. Quit hitting retweet. Just eliminate. Don't hit retweet. Disable the function on your Twitter account on April Fool's Day. It's ridiculous. All right, what you may have missed coming up next, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. At 1:05, Andy Bailey will join us. David James will join us at 2:05. Mike Folta will join us at 2:30. Mike, not only the great radio play-by-play voice for the Mammoth, he and Adrian Denny host a podcast, Mammoth Daily. And last time Mike was on, I said, hey, I watch that every day to get my Mammoth fix, and everybody and their dog is being invited onto that podcast except for me.
Yeah, I like how you forced your way onto it.
And guess who was on Mammoth Daily today? This guy. And I was like, oh, hey, Mike, I was just joking. I didn't mean anything by it.
I was just kidding, Mike.
We're just having, I'm just funning, that's all. And he's like, no, we'll get you on. And so, yeah, I made my
Literally a week later.
I know.
A week later. Exactly, because we had him on last Thursday.
Yes.
Going to have him on today, by the way.
Yeah. You want to get on? All you got to do is beg. It's real easy.
I'm going to beg Mike. I didn't watch it yet. Did they? How did you do with your? I know you were a little bit like, hey, as I build my hockey knowledge, they didn't invite me on, and so I know you're still working on it.
No,
so how did it go?
They were great in leading me in a direction where I could not embarrass myself.
Okay.
Now I did anyway because that's just, that's my MO. But no, they did a great job, and they're like, and I told Mike when he said, come on, I'm like, Mike, I don't want you to have to dumb down the show for me. Let's not do that. People want their X's and O's. It's a playoff run. People want that. And they're like, no, let's set the scene on what the playoffs are going to be like. You know what playoff atmosphere is like here in Utah. So let's talk about what that's going to look like.
They play to your strengths. Feel. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, these dudes are pros. They're
absolutely
awesome. All right, 1245. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
I'm here on the job site with Dale, who's a framing contractor.
Hey, good morning.
Dale traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for all his business vehicles. We're here where he needs us most.
Yep, they sure are.
We make it easy for him to save on all his insurance needs, all in one place, with coverage that fits his business and bottom line. Oh, I shouldn't have looked down.
It's all right.
We're so far up here.
Look at me. Take a deep breath.
No, I'm good. So good.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. It feels good to Geico.
Hey, sweetie, your mother showed me this Carvana thing for selling the car. I'm going to give it a try. Wish me luck. Me again. I put in the license plate. It gave me an offer. Unbelievable. Okay, I accepted the offer. They're picking it up Tuesday from the driveway. I haven't even left my chair. It's done. The car's gone. I'm holding a check. Anyway, Carvana, give it a whirl. Love ya.
So good, you'll want to leave a voicemail about it. Sell your car today on
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.
You're locked on to Scotty G and Friends on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. What you may have missed, brought to you by Paris RV. See the full inventory at parisrv.com. Hey, Lloyd, how are you going to celebrate a Super Bowl title by your Raiders? Because you found the missing piece today. Kirk Cousins signed on what was it, a 5-year, $170 million contract?
Yeah, something like that.
$172 million over 5 years. Okay, it's a 1-year contract for $20 million. But still, $20 million of guaranteed money.
Like I said, his agent is a genius. Somehow, this is the 11th guaranteed contract that his agent has gotten for Kirk Cousins. He's going to be making all his contracts together. He's making more than Tom Brady ever did with his contracts.
Oh yeah, Kirk Cousins. It's
insane.
It's good to be him for sure.
Absolutely. And you know what? He is going to be the piece that is going to help bring Fernando Mendoza.
No, they're skipping Mendoza. You don't need Mendoza now.
No, they're not.
No, you don't need Mendoza.
Stop. You know what? It's not April Fool's, Scotty.
And don't
do this.
And Kirk Cousins is good. And if they do draft Mendoza, Kirk Cousins is going to make his life a living hell.
Right.
It's going to be Brett.
That's
going to be
who
like
Kirk Cousins is.
Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers situation, and Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love situation, making his life miserable. He's going to break him. He's not going to. He's like, tutor him. I don't want to mentor this guy. I'm going to just break him. I'm not giving up my job.
Kirk Cousins is such a good human. The guy doesn't even curse.
How about that? You like that? Is that what he said? I can't even remember.
Yeah, something like that. You mean when he's coming out when he was with the Commanders?
Yeah.
He is perfect. He is the same good person like Mendoza is. This is such a good person to help bring up Fernando Mendoza.
He'll be more than happy to be like, here, take my job, Fernando. What can I do to make your life easy?
The Raiders haven't had this good of people inside the locker room for I don't even know when. I don't think they ever have. This is some good people. To make fun of Kirk Cousins, you actually should look inward about how bad of a person you are.
No, I have nothing but the utmost respect for Kirk Cousins. He's the ultimate competitor. which means that he is going to do everything he can to hold on to that job.
No, he's not.
Yes.
He knows what his job is. He's just happy to have a paycheck, and he's the type of guy that is all about helping a youngster. And most guys aren't, actually.
And look, Kirk Cousins in Vegas with $20 million.
Oh, what do you think's going to happen?
That's going to be a problem.
Right. That guy is a saint. There is no bad things that happen with Kirk. That's such a good person to have in your locker room.
I can't even make the motions now because of the video stream.
I know, you can't. What would you like to do, Scotty?
I just think that, you know what? There's a lifestyle that I think Kirk Cousins is going to be very excited about in Las Vegas.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that? What is that lifestyle?
I don't know.
Oh, a little know. You think the Bogus Show guy?
I would not.
Really?
I did not imply that at all. I'm just saying that, whatever Kirk Cousins wants, whether it's a good church or, you know what?
I'll tell you
whatever
what.
He's looking
you talk this type of slander on Kirk Cousins, you're going to be on the wrong.
When did you all of a sudden
You're going to be on the wrong side of the Lord.
When did you put Kirk Cousins on
this soapbox? You want to be on the wrong side of the Lord? Go ahead.
I've seen this way too many times.
Okay.
When you try to bring in a veteran, they're going to start him over Fernando. Fernando's going to be upset. His people are going to be upset. We're going to be in week 3 or 4, and there's going to be stories coming out from Jay Glazer about how there's dysfunction inside the Raiders locker room.
I just know that when the apocalypse comes, I'm going to be on the side of Kirk Cousins. That's where I'm going to be.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Absolutely. That's where I want to be. I don't want to be on the side where you're at right now, spitting this type of stuff. No thanks.
All I know is that Kirk Cousins is going to be raiding, his wife's going to be raiding that Costco for his latest wardrobe.
Yes, she is.
We got to have you dressed
all about
up in the latest khakis.
That's what I like about him. He's like me. That's what I wear. He's me.
By the way, my entire wardrobe, nothing but Costco.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kirkland.
Yeah, this sweater.
Because I will wear it. Absolutely.
Everything has Kirkland. Like
I don't even care that I might see 30 other dudes wearing the exact same thing at a ball game. I don't even care. Don't matter to me.
There was a golf shirt that I saw at Costco. True story. My wife, she'll back me up on this. And I'm like, oh, it's a cool looking golf shirt. So I got it. And I think it was at that golf tournament that we were at, the old Hans and Scotty Invitational.
The Scotty G and Friends Invitational?
The Scotty G and Friends Invitational now. Oh, boy, the number is going to drop this year. Ooh.
I don't think that's the truth.
Anyway, and I looked and I'm like, oh, my gosh, everybody went to Costco and bought the same shirt. Everybody had it. And I was like, eesh, this isn't good. And so after that, I'm like, I can't wear this shirt in Utah anymore. Like, if we go to Idaho, I'm going to wear it. If I'm going to Vegas, we're going to wear it.
It's not that big of a deal.
It is. Oh, come on.
It's not anymore.
It still is kind of a big deal when you show
up.
When
at this age, it's like whatever. I just want to wear what's comfortable. I don't even care. I'll just wear it. Whatever. I don't even. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with wearing the same shirt that, like I said, 30 other people are wearing at a game.
That wouldn't bother me. So
Whatever.
if you show up at like a baseball game, like your kid's baseball game, and you're wearing something that you got at Costco, you got a screaming deal on it. Let's say it was a $12 shirt. You're like, all right, $12, let's go. You put it on, you go to your kid's game, and like half of the other dads are wearing the same shirt. That doesn't make you feel weird at all?
Nope. I'm fine with it. Like, man, you guys got good taste, one, and you're thrifty.
And
like
you're
me.
thrifty. You're frugal.
Yeah, you're frugal. I like it.
All right.
You're getting quality at a great price.
That's all you want in life. All right, 12:50.
Now I'm looking for that sponsorship.
Yeah. Lloyd Cole, brought to you by Kirkland.
Yeah.
97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Andy Bailey will join us next right here on The Zone.
I sold my car in Carvana last night.
Well, that's cool.
No, you don't understand. It went perfectly. Real offer, down to the penny. They're picking it up tomorrow. Nothing went wrong.
So, what's the problem?
That is the problem. Nothing in my life goes as smoothly. I'm waiting for the catch.
Maybe there's no catch.
That's exactly what a catch would want me to think.
Wow, you need to relax.
I need to knock on wood. Do we have wood? Is this table wood?
I think it's laminate.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's close enough.
Car selling without a catch. Sell your car today on
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.